Squarespace or Hostinger, two giants in website building. But when it's your site on the line, which service truly stands strong? On one side, Squarespace, famous for its stylish templates and simple editing. On the other, Hostinger, known for powerful hosting and affordable tools. We're testing them head to head across the things that matter: speed, design flexibility, pricing, ease of use, and support. Even the little details. Forget the marketing hype. Let's dive into what really works for regular users. Every round we're giving out points, so by the end you'll have a clear winner. And honestly, the outcome could surprise you. Let's get into it. Let's get a quick big picture look before we dive in. Here's how we're breaking things down: price, ease of use, performance, design and templates, e-commerce, flexibility and control, and security. That's a lot to cover, but hang with me and you'll see which builder nails it in each spot. Alright, kicking it off with price, because let's be real, who isn't on a budget these days? Squarespace is all about that one simple, all-in-one fee, and you do get a 14-day free trial to poke around. But after that trial, honestly, it can get pricier long-term, and yeah, there's no real free plan. Now, Hostinger, this is where things get wild. The intro deals are almost too good to be true, and they throw those first-term discounts at you left and right. But, and it's a big but, renewal prices can jump way up and sneaky add-ons aren't always included. Still, Hostinger's the clear winner on affordability, at least out of the gate. Now, moving to ease of use. Squarespace kind of rules the playground here. Their drag-and-drop editor feels, honestly, like playing with digital Legos. Super smooth, totally beginner-friendly, and you barely even need to think about code. Sure, if you're a developer type, you might feel boxed in. But for most people, it just works. Hostinger, setup is quick and the dashboard's alright, especially if you're used to WordPress or cPanel. They have website builders too, but they can't really compete with how intuitive Squarespace feels. So, point goes to Squarespace for making life a little easier. Okay, performance. Squarespace is super optimized, but I'll be honest, it's sort of a closed system, so you can't tweak server stuff. Hostinger though. Oh, this is cool. They use Lightspeed servers, toss in a global CDN, and you can tell sites move pretty fast, especially for the price. There's a catch though, it's shared hosting, so if someone on your server is suddenly famous, things might slow down. Still, Hostinger edges out with the win here for speed and power at the price. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know that Squarespace actually started as a dorm room project while Hostinger's roots are all the way over in Lithuania? Bet you didn't see that one coming. Let's talk about design and templates. One of my favorite parts. Squarespace's templates are honestly gorgeous. You can make your site look like a designer did it right out of the box, and everything just fits on mobile without weird tweaks. The only pain, once you pick a template and launch, it's kinda hard to switch later. Hostinger, meanwhile, gives you tons of WordPress themes to pick from, which is great if you like options. But their built-in builder, the styles are, let's call them basic. Between these two, if you care about the actual look, Squarespace absolutely takes it home. Next, e-commerce. This is closer than you might think. Squarespace has some sweet perks, no transaction fees if you spring for the higher plans, and it's fantastic for small brands or creatives wanting to sell. Biggest downside? Not a ton of payment gateway options. Hostinger lets you run full WordPress WooCommerce shops or even go bigger, but you'll have to set things up yourself and expect a bit more maintenance. Honestly, both have strong points here, so let's just call this one a tie. Now, flexibility and control. If you're the kind of person who loves to dig into settings, install plugins, or tweak things behind the scenes, there's a huge difference. Squarespace is very managed, less to worry about, sure, but you don't get access to back-end stuff or code. Hostinger though, this is where it shines. Full access to files, databases, run SSH, PHP, the works. Downside is, it can be more for you to manage, but if you love tinkering, Hostinger is the clear winner. And finally, security. Actually, both do a solid job here, so you can relax a bit. Squarespace handles pretty much everything for you. SSL, DDoS protection, the whole works. Hostinger's really competitive too. The basics are built in, and you even get backups and malware scanning, but sometimes those fancy tools cost a little extra. At the end of the day, it's a tie here. So, if you had to plot these two side by side on a stats chart, you'd see Hostinger jump way ahead on price, flexibility, and raw performance, while Squarespace nails it for beautiful design and being super user-friendly. Some categories are neck and neck or just dead even, especially with online stores and security. Honestly, here's my take. If you want a site that looks awesome and just works without having to fuss with settings or code, Squarespace is basically built for that. But if you're after the lowest price, love building things your way, or plan to scale up, Hostinger gives you way more freedom for way less cash, at least to start. It all depends on your style and what you need most. Found this useful? Stick around and follow for more of these totally unbiased breakdowns on the best site builders out there.